What's up, world? Wake y'all asses up. This is another live edition of King of the Berries podcast. I'm about to get ready to send this message out a little bit. We're going to get started. I got a good one for y'all today. It's going to be good. Let's see. All right, we're gonna get ready to get it started, y'all. We're gonna get ready to get it started. Y'all, pardon me, y'all. I might be a little bit sweaty. I just came from outside, y'all. Here in Richmond, man, it's crazy hot. Crazy hot, y'all. Oh man. But yeah, we gonna get ready to get started in a little bit. I hope everybody having a good day. You know, on this hot Sunday here in Richmond, Virginia, or wherever you at. I hope everything going well for you. You know, today been a busy day for me, dealing with like appointments, going out here helping people. I had a busy weekend, got a little bit of community work in, talking to the community, talking about financial education, making sure, everybody understands the basics of making your money work for you instead of you working for your money all the time. So doing a little bit of that. Had a nice workout today. Anybody out there, man, if y'all looking for a personal trainer or, you're looking for a place to go every Sunday here in Richmond, Virginia at Libby Park, we have a free workout session with Anthony Giovanni. I'll make sure to tag him in this video at the end. He does a free session Sunday, every Sunday from 9 till about 11 o'clock. So, he makes sure he get you right. So, he had a great session, man. We was out there burning up, but we got a good workout in though. We got a really good workout. But what today we talking about, right? Today we're going to be discussing relationships. We're going to talk about relationships. And the aspect that I'm looking at about relationships that I want to kind of focus on today is like what make a relationship work or not work. Like what's some of the make or break things in a relationship that either help it to grow or that can separate people. And the biggest thing I wanted to like focus on is like a lot of people would talk about, oh, it's we could be talking about like, oh, cheating. We could talk about that. We could talk about that aspect of it. And or we could talk about, about like social media. But really when it comes down to like a lot of relationships fail because of finances. People's finances is not right. And it's hard for people to struggle with somebody else because they rather be like, you know what, if I'm gonna struggle, I can struggle on my own. So that's a big issue when it comes to relationships, is making sure you got your finances straight, your priorities and everything in order. And when you got two people on two different wavelengths when it comes to finances, about, you got the spender and then you got the saver. If they don't know how to work together in that relationship, oh man, it's going to cause so much issues. It's going to cause so much trauma and so much of tension in that relationship. It's going to cause a lot of tension. And so that's why it's so important, man. Communication is a big thing when it comes to relationships. You got to be able to communicate. Like, most people are who they are. If you a spender, you always going to have that habit of wanting to spend. But sometimes you got to learn how to be more discipline. What you got? Lack of divine order. We don't know ourselves well enough to share our lives with each other. Yo, hey, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. Because how can you really give yourself to somebody else if you don't even know yourself? You know what I'm saying? How can you love somebody else more than you love yourself? That means you don't got that value in yourself. So how you gonna treat that other person with value? You know what I'm saying? That's big, man. You gotta learn how to love yourself and understand yourself. You know, learn the things, your strengths and your weaknesses. Absolutely. You got to learn those strengths and weaknesses, those areas that, you know what, hey, you know what, this is my strong suit. I can play to that at certain points. And then those areas that are a little bit weaker where you be like, you know what, I need to work on this aspect of myself. Like for me, I had to get my fitness and everything together. Like I'm a skinny dude. You know what I'm saying? You can see I always been like a skinny dude. And to me, I felt like that was an area of weakness because if it came to a point where I had to defend myself, you know, against somebody else, because I always had that mindset, like, yo, if I had to defend myself against somebody, I gotta at least be able to hold my own. And if I'm out here skinny and twigs, man, I'm gonna get pushed around all the time. So, you know, to me, I was like, yo, that's an area of focus that I need to, you know, make sure that I'm good at. I ain't got to be the most diesel person. I ain't got to be the strongest. But I got to at least be able to feel confident in myself to know that, like, yo, hey, I'll be good. Yeah, exactly, man. I got to be good, man. I got to be able to hold my own out there. I ain't trying to get pummeled out here. But, yo, if I go down, the other person going to feel me, too. It ain't going to be no one-way street. You know what I'm saying? But learning yourself is so important. And I was actually going to get to that a little bit later. Yo, and also too, if you ever want to join on and you want to talk and interact with me, just request too. We could get on this live together and just interact too. So, you know, anybody out there listening, man, I always make it open so people could join on, interact. We could video chat and talk about it as well. But yeah, man, learning to love yourself, learning to understand yourself, get your intentions and everything, you know, figure out what you really want out of life. And that's going to make things a lot easier in a relationship. And some people be like, yo, how can working on yourself help your relationships? But if you better yourself for yourself, you automatically better yourself for your spouse. And when I say better, that doesn't mean that y'all gonna stay together. But what it means is it's better them because now you're not wasting their time. If you in line with your intentions, you bettering yourself, you working on yourself, you got your path that you're going down. When they see that, oh, you know what, this is not the path I want to go down, now you're not wasting time. You're not wasting their time. You're not wasting your time. You're in line with, everything is in line with your purpose. And so that's why it's so important to always continue to work on yourself. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, you got to continue to work on yourself, man. So I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a big one. Like I said, the finances, man. The finances is a real big thing, but also too, man, you got to understand how to communicate with each other. You got to understand how to communicate with each other. I learned this because if people that's on didn't know, you know, I went through a divorce a couple of years back. So I went through a verse. Oh, chime in shortly. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready to join in, man. I'll bring you up. But communication is so important. And the things and effective communication, lack of social skills. I'm gonna tell you, it's funny. A lot of people say, like I used to be really big in the zodiac signs. You know, I still dabble in it a little bit, but not as much as I used to. I was like obsessed with it. I read like 3 books on it and everything. And the thing that appealed to me about the zodiac sign is because when I took a look at it, it made me take a deeper look in myself. Now, whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it is not really the point. It's the fact of it make you take a deeper look into yourself and decide, you know what? Is this something that is true or not? It make you really look at yourself. And one of the things I found out in the zodiac was like I'm an Aquarius. That's my sun sign. And then it said something when I had looked up my bigger chart, it said I was like always on a mission to improve my communication skills. Because when I was younger, I didn't know how to effectively communicate and that caused a lot of frustration in me. And when I read that, it hit right there, because it's true. It's true. When you don't got good, effective communication skills, people misconstrue what you say. People, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of your words because you don't know how to get your point across in an effective manner. All of that stuff happened. And when I was younger, that was some things that really like affected me when I was coming up, especially when it comes to communicating with the opposite sex. Like, if you don't know how to, if you can't communicate with confidence, if you can't look people in the eye when you're talking to them, you know, if you can't state your intentions, it gets a little dicey. It gets a little tough when it comes to, you know, trying to convey your message or what you want to get across to people or to a girl you're trying to holler at, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's about those effective communication skills. And that was something I would say since I was about 20 or 21, I constantly been working on. Like, all my friends be like, yo, Paul, like, every person you walk by, you say hi to. Yeah, because I'm constantly trying to improve my communication skills. I try to talk to all different races. I try to talk to all different people. I try to learn as much as possible, because you never know, that thing you learn from some stranger on the corner might help you close a deal. It might help you close a sale. Some people don't deserve the respect to be looked directly in the eye. Hey, then they don't need to be in my presence. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be in my presence. So, you know, if you can't look that person in the eye because you don't respect that person, then you either need to get out that space or get them out your space. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that where you coming from with that. So, you know, that communication, man. And sometimes you got to verbally communicate that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look them directly in the eye and make them feel you. Let them know, like, yo, what I'm saying is real. Like, yo, I'm not that type of person you could do these things to. Or, yo, I feel this type of way about you, so they can feel you. You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways. But if you got somebody that you don't respect, or you can't look that person in the eye, then you need to either get out their bubble or get them out your bubble. You know what I'm saying? Keep that negative energy away from you. You don't want that stuff interacting, coming up in your spirit, creating turmoil. So, you know what I'm saying? That all that come with communication, man. Effective communication. Then this person like, yo, I don't rock with you. You need to go. Or just be like, yo, I'm out. I don't rock with this person. I'm gone. All that stuff come with like communication, man. So communication skills is big. And getting back to that point with relationships. Yeah, exactly. Getting to the point with relationship, with my divorce, the main problems in my divorce, I would say the two biggest problems was communication and finances, man. You know what I'm saying? Communication and finances. We're going through tough times. And then if you can't communicate, it make it 100 times worse. It make it 100 times worse, man. And that's the thing I had to learn how to figure out. And I learned it after I went through the fire. You know, I went through the fire. I went to marriage counseling to try to figure it out. And then I went to therapy after that to try to figure it out even more. And that was the thing I learned, man. It's effective communication. When you're dealing with the opposite sex, or, you know, whatever your thing is, when you're dealing with people, you got to understand how to communicate effectively. And one of the biggest things you got to understand, you need to figure out from your partner is like, yo, what makes you comfortable? What makes you, you know, how, when I communicate, how do you want to be communicated with? When we're going through arguments, are you the type that want to figure it out right there in the midst of the argument? Or are you the type like, yo, we need a little bit of space to calm down. We'll come back together. We'll figure it out later. All of that stuff is part of the foundation of the relationship. It's part of the foundation. If you don't got that foundation straight, the house is going to crumble down. Also, just to let you know again, anybody that want to come on and talk, you know, video chat with me, just request it. I'll feel free to, you know, we can have a little dialogue or whatever, man. It's an open forum. I'm all about like people coming on, talking about their opinions, things they feel, things like that. But to get back on the subject, yo, you gotta lay the foundation, and that foundation start with communication. Sex, you gotta let the people, y'all both gotta have an understanding. Yo, I'm a highly sexual person. Yo, I need a lot to feel satisfied. or yo, that's not a major thing for me. Figuring all of those types of things out early in the beginning of the relationship, even if you years in and you don't have that figured out, figuring it out now before you get to the point where like you're dealing with animosity and that person feel like you just changing to keep them there. You don't want to get to that point, because then now they feel like it's not a genuine change. They feel like you just doing it just to keep that person there. So the earlier you can do it, the better. Getting that foundation straight, man, it's imperative. So that communication is really big, man. It's so big. Like I talked about with the arguments, that was a big thing. I used to be the type of person where like in the midst of the argument, yo, we need to figure this out now. Like, I'm not trying to go to bed mad or whatever like that. We need to get this figured out now. And then, my ex was the type of person like, yo, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it. So now I'm over here beating her in the head like, yo, like, let's get this figured out. Let's get this figured out. And she don't want to talk. So now all it's doing is creating resentment on both sides of the spectrum. I'm like, yo, you don't want to open up and talk to me? You don't want to make this right? And then she looking at it like, yo, you don't respect what I'm telling you. You don't respect my space. Like, yo, I just need time to get my brain cleared out so I can communicate with you. It's all just misunderstanding. And so many relationships, go by the wayside because of misunderstanding. So many relationships want to be built on love, and love ain't enough. Love is not enough to make a relationship, because you know what's going to happen? If you plan on being with this person forever, it's going to be sometimes you're going to look at this person and be like, I don't know if I love you. I don't know if I love you. So then what's going to make you stay? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are feelings. And also, love is an action word. Love, you show love. You know what I'm saying? So if you get to the point where you get complacent in a relationship and you're not showing love, that other person not feeling the love. They not feeling love. So what else in the relationship do you have to fall back on? What else in the relationship do you have to fall back on? And one of the biggest things, like my man Naga was talking about earlier, is like learning yourself, understanding yourself. That's the biggest part. When you start growing, especially, whoever the person that's growing a relationship, some people might not be at that stage yet. Some people might just be complacent with where they at, and that's perfectly fine. Because you can't force somebody to grow. You can't force somebody to want better. You can't force nobody to do nothing. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you try to throw money at them. I don't care if you try to beat them. I don't care what. You can't force nobody to do something like that. It's crazy. I don't think we as humans really don't understand love. Yo, comment down there what you mean by that. I think I know where you're going with it, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. But or you can request it to jump on too if you want to talk about what you mean by that. But I think also too, it's a difference between, you got selfish love and then you got unconditional love. Selfish love is, yo, I love you for what you could do for me. You got unconditional love is, yo, I love you because of who you are, exactly who you are. You don't owe me nothing. You don't gotta give me nothing. I love you for for you. That's most like with your kids and stuff like that. Usually it's unconditional love. Like, yo, it don't matter what your kids do, you're gonna love them regardless. Why we don't love our spouses like that? You know what I'm saying? Why we don't love our spouses like that? You know what I'm saying? That's where like that split and that divide and everything come in at. You gotta understand, like, yo, if you're gonna be in it for the long haul, you gotta practice unconditional love. You gotta be able to love them when it's hard, not when it's always easy, not when they want to do everything for you. You gotta be able to love them through the times where they don't want to do stuff for you. So I like that. Make sure you comment down there what you really mean by that, or you can request to come on. Anybody out there that want to jump on the live and talk. Basically, what I'm talking about is the relationship dynamic. What makes a relationship work? What makes a relationship not work? And I'm speaking from the fact of, I had a relationship where it didn't work. It didn't work, but I learned a lot from it. And me and that person is in a good space right now. And I learned those lessons that I needed to learn so that I could become a better person for myself first. And then if I decide to have a spouse down the line, or, you know, make that long-term commitment, I could hopefully be a better spouse for that person down the line. But right now we was just talking about how love is not everything in a relationship. And I think that's the thing a lot of people, I'm not even gonna say a lot of people, but a lot of people that I come across, they's like, I like, yo, what make you want to stay with this person? Or like, what was it about this person? When I talk to the older generation, they always talk about how they talk about the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? They talk about, holding each other down. When I talk to more people in my generation, they go to the like, yo, I love this person. You know what I'm saying? They make me feel this way. They make me feel that way. And the thing with feelings is they come and go. Feelings don't last forever. Hold on, let's see what we got. All love is selfish. We as humans will keep putting or having people have people in pain because of our selfish needs. I don't know about that, man. Cause I agree with like all love is selfish, but I think it's the aspect that you come across from it. You like, for me, my every year my goal is to one of my goals is learning how to love unconditionally, love people and everybody unconditionally, whether they do for me or not, whether they hurt me or not. It's love unconditionally. Now, what I mean by love unconditionally, that don't mean like I just take whatever everybody give me. Sometimes you gotta chastise people. Sometimes you gotta get on people, and sometimes you gotta let people know like, yo, I'm not gonna tolerate this. So you have your own boundaries. But when I say love unconditionally, it's like, yo, I love this person for who they are, how they are, where they are right now. And what you saying right here, love is selfish. Yeah, everything comes down to selfishness because we do what's best for us. For me, I want to love people unconditionally because it made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel good. And the biggest part is it put the power back in my hands, because now I don't expect nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving you for who you are. Anything you give to me is a plus, but anything outside of that, yo, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I give my love to you freely. You know what I'm saying? Now, do that mean I won't like fight somebody? No. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean like I won't cuss somebody out or won't express anger? No. But the general being of myself is the fact of like, I want to share and spread love. So you love someone who is on life support, not willing to pull the plug to keep them around. So you love someone who is on life support, not willing to pull the plug to keep them around. Yeah, I'll pull the plug. See, with me, it's not about keeping people around. For me personally, now everybody got to find their own path or whatever. To me personally, I'm the type, I don't want people to suffer. You know what I'm saying? And the kind of transition, if you got somebody you love, it's good to have these type of conversations and you figure out what they want ahead of time. So if you got parents, you got your significant other or whatever, you have these conversations ahead of time. So now if that situation do pop up, you follow their wishes. It's not about you. It's about what they want. You know what I'm saying? Not some people, I don't know a lot of people that would want to be in a vegetable state. I know I don't. And I had those conversations with, my loved ones and the people around me were like, yo, if I'm in a vegetable state and it's not good, yo, pull the plug on me, man. Let me go. So to suffer is love. Everything is suffering. It's the yin and yang of life. Life is never going to be perfect. Suffer is love. Love is suffering. Pain is joy. Joy is pain. Everything. It's a book. It's a book out there. It's called The Kabbalion. And in one of the chapters, it talks about how everything is a degree. So love and hate is degrees. So they all on the same spectrum. It's just different degrees of it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a spectrum. Hot and cold It's all in the spectrum, up and down. Everything is spectrum based. So when you think about like love and pain and all that stuff is combined to make a beautiful life. How would you know? How would you know joy if you didn't experience pain? How would you know pain if you ain't experienced joy? You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is encompassed in our life. And that's what makes life so beautiful. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurts. It hurts, man. Life not easy, man. And some people had it, some people had it way rougher than other people. And so that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about perspective. And the biggest part is, what do you believe in? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what other people believe in. It's what you believe in. To have one word to describe how you feel is selfish. Explain that question to me a little bit more. Explain that one to me a little bit more. Because what do you mean by selfish? I guess more so is the question. Because most people are selfish naturally. A lot of people do good things because of how it make them feel. So, yeah, see if you could elaborate, or you could join on too about how you feel about that. Big Trey, what's good, bro? So we stumbled into an interesting conversation. Love is so big, I don't think to describe it in 4 letters is small. I got you. I got you. Everything, man. Everything is it's all perception. I guarantee you, if you ask like 100 people to describe love, you probably gonna get a different answer for each one. So really, it's about what your perspective of love is. It's about what your perspective of, whatever your journey is. It all comes down to perspective at the end of the day. And just for the people that just joined on, we kind of stumbled across this topic about love and unconditional love. We talking about is love a selfish thing, and is love or unselfish thing? It's a taught behavior. Are you talking about in reference to love? Love is a taught behavior. Cause I agree with that. If you go to different countries, we learn love from people who can't understand it or define it. Who can define love? Who do you think can define love? Cause I have my belief on that. Who can you learn love from that does understand it or that can define it? I mean, this is a great topic, by the way, too, man. Whatever. It could be whatever whatever, human, spiritual, whatever. Who can you learn love from that understands it or that can define it? Down here, people that's on, is love a selfish thing or is it a selfless thing? Put down there in the comments what y'all think. Energy. Woo. Okay. All right. Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by love is energy? What do you mean by that? I like the direction it's going in. Everybody yearns to be loved in their own way. Energy cannot be contained. It can't. So what is it supposed to be? Is it supposed to be shared with everybody? Vibrations. Do you feel like you could feel love coming off of people? I like this right here, y'all. This is a really good conversation. Is this Cal too? That's CN1 LLC. Is that Calvin? So yeah, love is vibration. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Cal. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, you can. You just be blind or not listening. Oh, not everyone, but with people who are genuine with their intentions. Oh man, y'all going crazy, yo. Y'all going crazy, man. I love this. I love this. Cal, I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you, man. That's why I give the energy off. I try to give that loving energy off as much as possible, man. But I try to reflect it in myself first, because you gotta you know love yourself. You gotta love yourself, um, and take care of yourself, your mind, body, spirit, emotions, all of that stuff. But I do feel like love is an action word, and kind of like what Kyle's talking about. You can feel it off of people. You can feel it. Um, not everybody, but people who are genuine with their intentions. And so we have to let go of our previous perspective of what we learned from love. Oh man. Cal, I might have to get you to join in on a live another day, bro. I might have to get you to join in on live, because I think you're going to around something. And let's see, not everyone, but people who are genuine with their intentions. That kind of speaks to what Cal was talking about. You can't hide energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide vibrations. And a perfect example, like, yo, if you walk down the hood and you see some people and they grilling you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You might look and be like, yo, hey, something up with them. Like your hair start raising, your mind start going. The vibrations that they giving you is negative vibrations. Like, yo, this is not a good situation. I need to get out. But then if you go like somewhere else, somebody smiling and talking with you and stuff like that, and you feel like a genuine connection, you might be like, yo, man, this is a cool person right here. But you don't know nothing about them. You know absolutely nothing about them. It's the energy, it's the vibrations that they give off. And everything in this world is energy and vibrations. Everything. Cal, have you read the Kabbalion before, bro? Put down in the comments if you read the Kabbalion, yo. It sounds like you read the Kabbalion. That's one of my favorite books. And in the Kabbalion, it talks about energy. It talks about degrees. Everything, it's a cycle of life. Everything is a cycle of life. Joy is pain, pain is joy. All on the same chart. Our intentions to be on a level with what our eyes see in the physical. That's it, man. Cal, you preaching today, man. Hey, you preaching today, yo. I like that. Nah, you study energy. That's it, man. That's it, bro. And every time, like y'all, anybody that's listening, man, Cal CN _1 LLC. Yo, he does pictures. He took pictures and everything with me. And yo, the energy radiating off this guy is amazing. It's amazing, man. Like, we was out there taking pictures with his son and all that, man. We had a ball. And I was telling Trey earlier, I was like, man, I suck at taking pictures. So this guy was like directing me through, helping me with the poses. The only pose I knew I wanted to do, I wanted to hit him with the Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one. That's the only one. But yo, if you need pictures or anything like that, man, make sure y'all hit Kyle up, CN _1 LLC, man. He a major dude, man. Oh, Kyle, I gotta text you too. I got something I need to talk to you about too. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I got something I gotta talk to you too, man. I'm gonna give you a call probably tomorrow, and we'll talk about it, because I might need your help with some stuff too. And text me later on too. Let me know if Nakia Crawford reached out to you. She should have been reaching out to you, and she working with me on some stuff too. So I'll make sure I get back up with you later. But man, yo, it kind of, everything what we was talking about kind of switched, man. But I like to keep the conversation flowing. The biggest thing, man, and I'm glad Kyle brought it up, man. It's your energy and your vibrations, definitely. I love to come up so we can chop it up. Yeah, we're gonna chop it up, bro. Energy and vibrations. Trey be talking about that all the time. Yo, I can feel people. I feel the same way. I feel like when you really in tune, kind of like what Calvin was talking about, far as like he study energies, like yo, and that's sometimes like for me, it get a little overwhelming sometimes. That's why like I think I'm naturally a loner, because when I'm out, it's like I feel energy this way, this way, this way, this way, and it's like damn, like it be feeling overwhelming sometimes. It feel a little crazy, but you can't hide intentions. Kind of like what we was talking about earlier. You can't hide it, man. You know, you can listen to what people say, but it's something wired inside you, especially when you're in tune with it, where you can decipher the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might be talking a good game, but your energy you giving off, it's not lining up. It don't feel right. It's making sure, like, you know, now it's about which one do you trust? Do you trust what your ears are telling you, or do you trust like what your heart and what the energy is giving off? Huh? Do we listen? Sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. I'm be honest, not all the time. I feel like as I got older, I listen more now. I feel like I listen more now. Cal, do y'all listen? Y'all put down in the comment section. Do you listen to the energies that's coming to you? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm big on manifestation. You put, you know, especially speaking it out and writing it out. I put it out there in the universe, and then I get to work and I let it come back to me. And like I was I said earlier today, when I was working out, everything I ever asked for, I got it. Now, it came to me exactly how I asked for it. Cal gonna find this funny. I remember when I was younger, I was like, yo, man, I want to be counting stacks of money. Like how they do in the rap videos. I want to be counting stacks of money, man. I'm gonna be balling with stacks of money. I end up becoming a teller at the bank. You know what I'm saying? I end up becoming a teller. So I got what I asked for. I just wasn't as intentional with putting it out there in the universe so I get exactly what I want. So, you know, make sure you be, you know, specific about what you put out there in the universe, because it always come back around. Everything I ever asked for. Everything I ever asked for always come back around. So, yo, what's good, Jay? What's good, man? You coming in at a good time, bro. I'm gonna stay on. We probably got like another 10 more minutes. We talking about vibrations. We talking about energy. You know, reading people's energies. You know, reading the energy that's going on around you. All right, so let's see. Well, you want to embed it in your subconscious. Love. That's it. That's good point. Good point. I listen way more now. My spirit does not lie to me. Yeah, bro. We was talking about that earlier, man. But I love that. Embedding love in your subconscious, man. That's what it's all about, man. Unconditional love. Filming right now. Just stop by. But we got to catch up. Oh, yeah, we're going to catch up, man. This dude, yo, make sure y'all follow J.Rico, RICOOO. Make sure y'all follow him, man. He got the movies. You know what I'm saying? We got a photographer on here, too, Jay, if you need a photographer or whatever like that. His is the CN_1_LLC. He a photographer. He dope. If you need a photographer, man, make sure you get up with him. But Jay, man, he a young dude out here making movies and producing, doing this thing out here, man, at a young age, man. So y'all make sure y'all show him some love and all that stuff. But I'm with Trey, man. As I got older, I got more in tune with myself. And I made, like I always talk about, making unconditional love like one of my main focuses. About like, yo, you accept the person, you love the person for who they are, exactly how they are. Yeah, shoot a move right now. That's what it's about, man. I'm so glad Cal brought up energy, man. We was talking about that. Me and Trey was talking about that a little bit earlier, about how important it is to be able to understand and read those energies. And then, you know, like Cal was talking about earlier too, do you listen to the energy that is being presented to you? You know what I'm saying? Do you listen to the energy, or do you go with what your physical eyes see you? With your physical eyes see. That's the part, man. And that's the thing, man. Like they talk about gut instincts. Like gut instincts, or you know, that sixth sense. That's all embedded up in here, man. That's energies. That's energies. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like you might be like, you know what? I don't feel like getting up to go work out. or whatever like that. I don't feel like doing this, or I don't feel like doing that. But something telling you in your brain, yo, do it. Just do it. Just get up and do it. That's the energies. That's the energies. And then you go do it, and then something good happen for you. It could be hard to not go with what you see. It is, man. It is, because that's how we wired. That's how we wired. We wired to go off of, exactly what we see, what we and what we hear. Sometimes we not wired to go off of what we feel sometimes. Like, people can fool a whole crowd, but you feeling something's off. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on, Moon? What's up? What's up? Yo, so man, Moon, you like this topic too. I'm gonna stay on for, I got another like about 8 minutes. I got another 8 minutes. But we talking about energy. Moon, we talk about this all the time. Energies. How the energies now my stand wanna act crazy. We talking about how energies, how do you read energies? Do you go off of what you feel, or do you go more so off of what you see and hear? And so you gotta make sure I'm gonna post this a little bit later. You gotta go back and listen, man. My boy Kyle, CN underscore, what is it? CN underscore one. I'm gonna shout him out a lot, man. Underscore LLC. He was bringing up some crazy points about how you gotta get in tune with the vibrations and your energies, more so what you see and what you hear all the time. Because your eyes can play tricks on you. You might not hear things clearly, but what you feel here never lead you wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's like our instant lie detector. You know what I'm saying? Like that vibrations, those feels, everything. When you really in tune with it, it's hard for people to get stuff over on you. And it's not even just about getting stuff over on you. It's about you realizing exactly who that is. It's what's embedded in your subconscious mind. And a lot of stuff, like we was talking about earlier, is embedded from the world's beliefs. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded from like religious beliefs. It's embedded from, political beliefs. All this stuff that's put down on us, instead of just letting us have a free and open mind to be able to just feel what's coming in, what feel right to you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's really not right and wrong. It's about what you perceive as right or wrong. So some people, do certain things and it's right to them. That's what they feel. So it's not, you can't really tell people like, oh, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, because they got their own lives to live. Exactly. It's distractions. It's distraction. That's why we have to get in tune with ourselves. And that's what we've been talking about. We've been talking about getting in tune with ourselves and what feel right to you. And how we got started on this topic was I was talking about love. And like we was discussing about, is love selfish or is it unselfish? And then we kind of started talking about, well, what is love? And we started going down that rabbit hole. And the thing is, the question about what is love is, what is love to you? What is love to you? How do you want to express love? How do you want to receive love? It's about you and about the energies you want to receive and you want to give off. So it's like no real answer for it. It's just about what you believe. Everybody out there that's listening, it's about what do you feel like is love? And then the point before that was like, we was talking about relationships and how you make it work. And then it come to communication and being able to effectively communicate that with your significant other and figure out like, okay, how do we make this thing work so we could grow together? So that was like that the transition. So we started talking about energies and vibrations. Then it kind of, before that, that's where we at now. Before that, we got into, what is love? How do you express love? Like, what does it mean to you? All of that type of stuff. And then the original point we was talking about was, how do you make what's the make and break? What make things in a relationship work? What doesn't make things in a relationship work? So that's like the order. And it's amazing. And that's why I like talking with people. That's why I like doing these lives, is because you never know where the conversation gonna go. Like I have certain things I like to talk about, but I follow the flow of the conversation. And I'm glad I followed the flow, because energies and vibrations is something that's really important to me. Like, it's something that I believe in. I try to stay in tune with, and I try to give off the right energy. I try to give off the energy that I would like to receive back. And usually that's what happens. You give off a certain energy, you get a certain energy back. And it's trust and communication. That's it. Trust and communication. That's what most relationships is built off of. Friendships, business relationships, intimate relationship, family relationships. Transparent communication, man. That's what it all come down to, yo. All right, we got about 3 more minutes, man. But hey, I might have to have a part 2 about this. If Cal, you still on, man, you gotta come on, and you gotta dive in a little bit deeper for the people, and let them know what you're talking about, man. But I see where you going. Moon, you gotta get on. And you know, with the lives too, we can have more than one person on at a time, I think now, if I'm not mistaken. So the next live, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there if we're gonna continue this conversation or not. But yo, energies, man, is that's what it's about. It's about energy. What you put out there, you get back. That's why I'm so big on manifesting. I put out there in the universe what I want, and I get it back every single time. I might be impatient. It might take some years, but everything I ever wanted always came back. I look at this year, yo, and just about how, amazing this year has been. And it's because I put it out there. Like, the last 2 years been amazing for me. As some of y'all know, like, I left my corporate job in December of last year, and things been going great for me. Now, I ain't gonna say I ain't had no tough times, I ain't had no rough times, ain't been some struggles, but I asked for this. You know what I'm saying? This is what I asked for, and I'm living out what I feel like my purpose is, and I'm going down my path and following that path. And now it's like nothing can get in my way. And so that energy and everything that we put out is amazing, man. So I'm glad we kind of transitioned into that area, because energy is so important. Energy is so important. Energy never stops. Exactly. Oh, it said, yeah, it could be 4 people. Exactly. No one said it would be easy. It's just worth it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, and for me, not everybody some people got a job that they comfortable with and that they love. You know what I'm saying? And that's great for them. Like, everybody got their own situation, their own path, and their own journey. Mine's just take me down this way, and I would say, especially after my divorce, I really started following my heart and just stopped doing, what society say is right. Like, I got my house young. I got the cars. I had a child, got married. I did all of that. I did everything society say would make you like successful, or you doing good. I did all of that stuff, and I feel way happier now that, like, I'm in my parents' house. I still got my house. Some good things coming in place with that, so I'm happy about that. But I'm at my parents' house. I don't get to wake up and see my daughter every day like I intended to. You know what I'm saying? Finishing up a divorce now. Like, now people be like, yo, this should be the toughest part of your life. And it's the best part. It's the best part. I'm the happiest I ever been in my life. You know what I'm saying? So most people on the outside looking in would say, yo, it should be the reverse. But it's about your purpose. I found what I feel like my purpose is now. Where back then, I was just doing what I was told to do. Get the corporate job, the house, white picket fence, family, married. You do all of that stuff. I've been there and did it. It won't for me. It won't for me, man. So now I'm following what was put in my heart to do. And then I'm just telling everybody and all the people around me and anybody I can share with, do the same thing. I'm putting that energy out there that, like, yo, what you want to do, you could go out here and do it. It can happen for you. Like, it's happening for me now. for the people that's around me now. It's amazing. I think you locked in on the right. Hey, I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, Cal. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, man. I'm not all the way there, but I know the important part is understanding you still got more work to do and not getting complacent. And I feel like that's the part that like the people that achieve great things, you know, they always understand like, yo, it's more work to be done out here in the world, but most importantly on yourself. That journey will never ever stop until you in the ground. You know what I'm saying? That journey of understanding yourself, all the little intricacies and, you know, all these, you know, the things that make you tick and things you like and don't like, all that stuff always changing. So it's a lot more work we got to do. But, you know, I feel like the frequency that I'm tapping into, I'm on the right path because I'm attracted like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? The people I used to run with a lot back in the day, I don't run with as much now because we on different paths now, and I still love them. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, sometimes they go that way, you gotta go this way, and you wave at them and cheer them from afar while you going on your path. And so, you know, I'm just so lucky, man, to get tapped in the way that I am and continuing to go because now I'm getting the right people in my circle. I'm getting, you know, I'm seeing how I'm inspiring others. And it's not because I'm forcing them to do stuff. It's because they see what I'm doing and they just ask me like, yo, what'd you do? You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, look, I gotta go ahead and run, y'all. Yo, we gonna definitely catch up with this conversation, man. I appreciate y'all. I feel like this has been the best live so far. Like I had a great time, man. I thank everybody for your interaction. The input has been amazing. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday, 8:00. You're coming on live, and we have different things. Still learning myself. Keep build well, you're attracting different. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday, and you know, feel free to join in, log in, and we're gonna keep everything running, keep everything going. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. I love y'all. Look, since we talking about energy, a lot of peace, prosperity, great things for everybody out there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care, man. Peace.